Good morning, everyone. Welcome to you for the next sessions of ABAP series, next learning session of ABAP series. So, I'm sorry that yesterday's session was ended abruptly due to some technical issues. So I'm going to continue from there. Okay. So yesterday we have created this table and we have explained about the technical settings and what is a delivery class and what is this table view editing permissions, all those about. So today we will complete this by creating few entries for the table. Okay, so go to utilities. So this is utility, then we need to go to table content, then we need to go to create entries. Okay, like here in this page. Okay, utilities, table contents, and create entries. Okay, so our employee name is alpha character, alphanumeric, right? Employee number field is so E001 name, so Tripathi. So employee number is our key field, right? So I haven't changed this E001, but I am giving all the details. Now let's see. So you are giving that record, the message saying a data record with the specified key already exists. Okay, so this is what we were expecting. Okay, because this key field. Now you know what is the key field. So in SAP it is called as primary key. Okay, primary key which helps to maintain the table consistency. That means there should not be any duplicate records. So what is primary key? Primary key is field or a combination of field which helps to maintain distinct entries in a table. Okay, so now see the entries. So these are your table entries. Okay, but here if you see this table, here it is coming as emp, fname, lname, age. So we don't know what those means, right? So fname, the field name is fname. So if so let's okay, so I have created this table with the fields employee number, fname, lname, and age. So that is why I understood what those fields actually means. Okay, but if you are someone who have no idea at all the what is this table about, and you are going to see this kind of fields, so you won't understand that, right? So to understand the meaning of those fields, you need to add some description to each field. Okay, so here employee number, first name, last name, is. Okay, now save this information, activate, and now go to this. Okay, and I am just changing format list, user parameters, then field level, continue. So once you have added this short description, you can see the descriptions instead of the field names, right? This is the part that I am talking about. What happened? Yes, so this is the part I was talking about. So previously, if you have noticed, these things were coming as emp name, f name, l name, age. Okay, those were the field names. So once you have added this description, it is coming with descriptions. Okay, so that is what I try to convey. So if you see this, so this is one way you can create the fields with the descriptions. Okay, and there is one more way we are going to discuss today. Okay, now so till now we have understood what is a table definitions. Okay, and while creating a table, we have given the different fields with inbuilt data types. Okay, but there is one more dictionary objects, we call it as data dictionary. Okay, so this data dictionary, this data elements described the definitions of a field. Okay, now that is okay. So here we have created the fields using the direct built-in data types. Okay, now we will see a different approach where we can create those fields using data elements. Okay, so now to create a data element, as data elements are dictionary objects, you must start those with Z or Y. Okay, so to create the data element, here for employee number give ZEMP no. So here also okay. So now you see these data elements are not yet created. Okay, that is the reason you have, so all the data type, length, decimal places and descriptions were removed. Okay, because this data element does not exist. Now put that in one side and open one more session. Oh, I did a mistake. Okay, so how so select this one. No, it's not happening. Hey, it happened. Okay, so how you can create a data element? Okay, so select this one, Z employee number, put it here and select the data type. Okay, then create. So here in this next pop-up screen, select the data element because we are creating the data element. Okay, now give a short description. Then here we can either give a domain or we can give a predefined type. That means character 10, or we can create a domain. Okay, so the attributes the same thing who created what. This is the data type and this is further characteristics. So this part also, if we have to give any search help or parameter ID something, then we have to give it here, or else field label PNO. Okay, now activate this data element. Save. Check. Activate. Object has been activated. Okay, now if we come to this screen and now hit enter, okay, so that is one way we can create the data element. Okay, there is another way. Here if you just double click, it will say data element ZFname does not exist. Okay, create the data element. Click on yes, then give predefined type. This is okay, first name. So here you give the predefined type, character 40, save. So it is saying maintain the field label. Okay, so first name, okay. So here you can see, as long as you created this domain or that you created this data element, the data types, length and the short descriptions have been automatically maintained, right? Similarly, create the data elements for this one. Oh, so you should also tell me, okay, what I am missing. See, is predefined type, C, 3-digit field level, save. So we are saving it in our own package. Okay, now click on back. So now you see all the data types, length and decimal places and short description have been added. Okay, now save this one. But as we have changed everything and the changes have been made at field level, we must adjust the table. Okay, /o Thsi 14. Okay, this /o is used for, okay, let's see what /o does. When you hit /o, it will create a new session. Okay, so here you can give SC14, then enter this JDMP table, edit. So here you can see the activate and adjust database table. Okay, and here you can see there are two buttons, persist data and delete data. If we select the delete data option, then the two records we have created in the table will get deleted. Okay, if we select this option, then the table will be changed but the data will be there. Okay, so in our cases we know what data we have entered, and we know if we keep this data, then it doesn't matter the behavior, it doesn't impact the behavior of our table, because the fields are same, the data types are same, and the length of the fields are same. So that is why we know whatever data are there in our table is completely compatible with the table. Okay, hence I have just selected the persist data. Okay, then I am selecting the activate and adjust table. Yes. Okay, now you see the request has been executed successfully. Now go to our table, activate it. See, it got activated seamlessly. Okay, so now if you ask me, without creating the data element also, we have achieved the same descriptions and same data type, length, everything, then what is the use of the data element? Okay, now to answer your question, okay, so what is this field name? What is this field names? Those are F name, L name, and the data element is first name, last name. So if you are going to create a table for students, okay, G student, so in that case also you will need student roll number, then you will need the first name of the student, and you will need the last name of the student, right? So in that case you can directly use those data elements in your student table. Okay, so now go to this, create the table Z student. Okay, demo student table. Now delivery class, this is our application data or transactional data. Display and maintenance allowed, then give mandt must mandate, and then roll number, then F name, then L name, then branch. Okay, so here this mandt field is key name, key field, and roll number also key field. So similarly create the table for roll number. Okay, branch. So you know how to create the data elements, so I am just going fast. Okay, see, I gave the wrong names. I have added additional e's. See, so first name, last name, it is automatically came because these two data elements are already created. Okay, so now technical settings, data class, size category, and we don't need any buffering, so just save, back, extras, then enhancement category, put cannot be enhanced, then save, activate. Okay, the student also activated. So now you understood what is, how to create a table and how to create the fields based on built-in types, or you can use the data elements, or okay, and how you can create the data elements. So now after creating these several data elements, you must understood the use of data elements. So data element is nothing but what? So data element is nothing but the semantic attributes of a field, right? So semantic attributes means which doesn't have any technical description, okay, doesn't have any technical attributes or functionalities. It will just give a meaning or a description to a field. Okay, so that is why we call it as. So if someone asks you what is data element, the definitions would be: data element is a dictionary object which holds the semantic attributes or descriptions of a field. Okay, so here if you see, so semantic attributes means it just gives informations about character length, okay, further characteristics where we have the search cell, okay, and the description. So if you see this data element completely, it just have specific details only for description, or we call it as semantic attributes. Okay, So now if you go to the data type, here we have options of a domain. Okay, so if you go to the domain, so in our cases we haven't created a domain for this. Okay, but let's create a domain and see what the domain holds. So let's say we have the branch, right? Then let's create a domain for our branch. Okay, so this domain can be of same name of a data element, or it can be a different name as well, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so now if you double click over here, so it says the domain Z branch does not exist, create the domain. Yes, create. So give a description and the technical details like character, number of character 20. So here you can see the decimal places, here also 20. The output type, that is also fine, normal. Routine, sign, case sensitive. Okay, so and the value ranges. So let's say you are a college. Okay, you have 10 different branches. So you have few branches. Okay, you want to restrict the branch to only those three, right? So in that case you put the branch codes here, ID, description, information, technology, CS, computer science, EC, electronics, communications. Okay, now save this. Okay, check and activate. Okay, so our domain is activated. Now activate the data element as well. Okay, now activate the table as well. Now let's try to create an entry for this table. Okay, so you know the path, utilities, table contents, and create entries. Okay, so now roll number 0001, first name student 1, branch. You can see you have only 3 entries. Okay, you cannot enter anything else those 3. Okay, let's say I am writing here math. Okay, so you see enter a valid value. Okay, that means the math is not a valid, but let's select this EC and hit enter, save. You can see database record successfully created. Okay, that means after you created the domain, it validates the value entered for that particular field, right? Whether this is a valid entry or not. So that is why we create domains, and this is what domains are being used for. So what is a domain? So domain is a data dictionary object which defines technical attributes of a field. Okay, so what is it mean by technical attributes? Because it validates whether the entry is valid or not. So it again checks whether someone is entering only the designated branches or not. Okay, and it provides the value health for this field. Okay, so this is F for health, this is a value health, so this is also a technical attributes. Okay, so that is why. So what is the difference between data element and domain? So data elements are only have the semantic attributes for a field, whereas the domains have the technical attributes for a field. Okay, this is the reason why we need to create the data element and domains. Okay, so in today's session we understood what is a data element, domain, and if we combine our sessions, last session and today's session, we are completely discussed the above data dictionary. Okay, how to create a table, how to create a different data type, and what is a data element, what is a domain. See, from here also you can create a domain, right? So we have discussed mainly all the basic upsets of SAP data dictionary. Okay, so that's all for today's session, and in coming session we will see how to use those dictionary objects in our table. Okay, bye till then, take care, we'll meet again tomorrow. Bye bye.